guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another speed build. Today we are building a house I'm calling a modern suburban, because I feel like it's a much more updated and modern style, but it's got that classic suburban shape, and it's combining my favorite color scheme of black, white, and like an orangey-ish wood, which I tend to go for a lot. It's been a little while though, and I had a lot of fun with this build. I actually started this a couple of weeks ago on the 19th of September, and I basically got most of the outside done, not all of the landscaping, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to finish this tomorrow, and tomorrow didn't come until today. So happy Thursday, everybody, if you're watching this the day it releases, or happy whatever day of the week and whatever time of the day it is. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And yeah, so this ends up being a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house coming in at around 87,000 simoleons. It also has a home office as well as kind of a separate sunroom nook area that's for painting. There's lots of entertainment space outside, and you could easily turn the office into a 3rd bedroom. So it's a pretty spacious house. It can work for a growing family. I did imagine that this was 1 or 2 parents and they had 2 young girls. I don't know if they're twins or just similar in age, but I was thinking they were in the kid to tween age group. So I decorated their room keeping that in mind, and it's the most colorful room in the house. The rest of the house kind of keeps this outdoor color scheme we're going for, which I of course keep in the master bedroom because they decorated the house, but the kids' room is very bright and colorful, and I had a lot of fun with that, so I hope you guys do enjoy it. I've been kind of obsessed with these basic black windows from Realm of Magic. I cannot stop using them. I want to use them everywhere, and I feel like they fit this build really well, and I liked mixing them together with the rounded bits that they came with, as well as the rounded top window that we got with, I believe, Get to Work, that we're using on the front of the build, and we're going to be using it over on the side as well. I think that's a really pretty window. I just have so much trouble using it usually, because if you put it on a long flat wall, the wall just looks so empty, because it's a small window, but it's 2 tiles, which I think we need more things like that, so you can position things between 2 tiles instead of just having them on 1 tile. Or if we could get windows in the future that have the option of being on a tile or in between 2 tiles. That would be so versatile and it'd make me so happy. I don't know why I just sang that in a weird tune, but that would be so good. I would love that so much, because the amount of times I'm like, this window would be perfect here, but it doesn't fit between 2 tiles and I need something that's like between 2. Oh well, maybe that'll be something we get in the future, but I kind of doubt it because I don't think it's anywhere near the top of a priority list at all. But anyway, I think we're going to be messing around a little bit with the floor plan a little bit later. Maybe not now. I kind of left it as the boxes for a while, but the floor plan came together decently quick. I had a little bit of trouble with it because I really wanted to use the configurable stairs, and I think it worked out really well because it's a good size home, but it's not like super open and spacious that way. It's got like room for everybody, but it's got cozy spots. Like the dining room is really cozy. The kitchen's kind of cozy. I just really, really like it. I just feel like it has like spacious areas outside to definitely entertain. It's a rather good sized house, but it definitely has that like family close together cozy vibe that I really wanted it to have, even though it has this more modern style. And I feel like if I were to ever buy a house, I would love a house like this. This is very much my style. Granted, I think more of the furniture inside would be of a mid-century style, because that's my favorite stuff. But I think a house that looks like this on the outside would be totally up my alley, but I don't have any plans of buying a house anytime soon, if ever. So, yeah, that's bottom of the priority list. I'm pretty happy with, like, apartment living. That's the name of a Sims 2 pack. And stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure at some point I'll get a house or a condo so I can have a nice fenced-in yard so Rudy can run around and be the active dog that he is. Speaking of Rudy, he is such a troublemaker and gets into everything. So I'm sure everyone that has a dog has an experience like this. You leave them alone for like a couple minutes and you come back and they've destroyed something or they have something they're not supposed to. Oh boy, did that happen to me yesterday. I went to go take a shower, like a quick shower. I was in a hurry. I'm in the bathroom maybe 10 minutes, maybe slightly longer. I get out. He had found a Tide pen. You know those Tide to go pens? They're full of something to like get stains out of your clothes. And he had completely destroyed the cap, and I had no idea if he had actually gotten anything out of it, and was freaking out. Called the vet. Everything turned out fine. It doesn't seem like he got any of it. He just got the pen cap and chewed it up. He's completely fine. But I was freaking out yesterday. I was like, I have to leave for work in like 2 minutes. And like my dog might have ingested Tide, and yeah. Anyway, he's a troublemaker. He's fine. Thankfully. And yeah, I don't know where he got that pen. I really don't know where he got that pen, but I'm glad he didn't eat it. So anyway, dogs can be very big troublemakers. So can cats. Like, I wish I knew where he got it. I'm going to have to keep more of an eye on just the stuff around the house. I haven't used a Tide pen since like last year. So I have absolutely no idea where he got it. But I just talked over the floor plan so I could tell you about Tide pens. So the floor plan is pretty much together now. I move the wall that we just put a door on. There's like that right next to the staircase. It dips inward. I dragged that back out later. I was kind of conflicted about that. And then upstairs in the bedrooms, that diagonal wall, I switch a couple of times as well because I couldn't decide if I wanted it or not. But I got rid of it in the end, and that room just ends up being a really weird shaped room, but I thought it worked out really well for a shared kids room because you have the bed area and then you have the play area. So I thought that was kind of cool. But we are in the kitchen now, and I had to do some funky stuff with the counters because I really wanted the sink to center under this window, but since this window is in between two tiles, it was, some finagling to do. So those countertops on that side, I do not think are functional to chop anything on, but there is an open countertop on the other side that you can chop on, so totally cool there. I also opted for shelves in this kitchen instead of cabinets because I thought it looked nice and clean. So you'll see that coming together here. And also I sized down a bunch of these blinds to kind of fit this window because nothing quite fit the way I wanted it to. So I had to improvise. So I feel like that's a lot in this kitchen with the counters and then the blinds. But then we're adding a bunch of clutter. I kind of fill up the shelves. I don't make them too messy, but I wanted it to be like stylized clutter. And I'm pretty happy with how that did turn out. Like I said, I really like this house. I like this kitchen. I wouldn't mind living in this one. Personally, in real life, I would love living here, not just wouldn't mind it. So very my style, and I really need to build something more colorful soon. Although I just did a like barn or shed inspired tiny house that was very orange. So, that was a little bit more colorful. But if you have any more colorful suggestions, please leave those down below. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to get to them because I do have some spooky ideas coming up. So, be on the lookout for those, but definitely want to do some more other colorful stuff. And I think some of the spooky stuff could be kind of colorful as well. Okay, back to the build at hand. So that red shelf on screen, I've been getting a lot of questions about it lately. It is a piece of custom content that I use to place items more precisely at whatever level I want and on top of whatever objects I want in the game. I have a link to it down below if you'd like to download it. As well, I also have a tutorial on the channel that shows you how to download it, install it, use it, what it's for, all of that, if that would be helpful for you guys as well, so you can definitely check that out. But we are on into the cozy dining room. It is so small, and I loved that about it. It fit everything I wanted perfectly. I feel like this would just be a nice place for the family dinners, and I just really like it. So, of course, it's following the color scheme of the rest of the house. I really enjoyed using these weird, I don't know what to call them. The chairs are really curvy and they don't look like they would support a human, but they do. It's just like the way they're constructed. And I thought they were kind of cool. I do switch out the table in here a little bit later, like way later. I finish this room, I'm on to other stuff, and then I come back and I switch it out for the one we got with Get Famous, the like glass top one with the black legs. I love that table. And I don't know why I didn't think to use it, but we do switch that out a little bit later. Now we're into the entry room, which is kind of big considering the size of the house, but I think it worked out really nicely. We kind of have a coat closet straight ahead by the staircase. A bookshelf, I'm not sure if we kept that one because I know I switched bookshelves around a lot in the house. I want to say I kept that one because I also had that one in the room that's going to become the office later, which I had no idea what that room was going to be, so it just has a bookcase in it now, and I do everything else first and then I come back to that room because I wasn't sure if I wanted it to be a spare bedroom or what I wanted it to be, but it does end up being an office in the end. So yeah, I throw that bookcase in there. Oh yeah, I did get a different bookcase out here because I moved the wall back out. So we're using this one from Moschino stuff, and I used a ton of stuff from Moschino in this build because it was one of those packs that just pleasantly surprised me. I talked about that a lot when it first came out, and I did a couple of builds. I love the items that came with that pack, especially the windows, which I'm not using in this build, but I would love to use them again sometime soon, and maybe in an apartment build or like a penthouse build. I tried to do a penthouse when that pack came out, and just nothing was coming out the way I wanted it to, but that might be something I can readdress in the future. But like I said, used a lot of that pack in this build because I was just going for a house that was very my style, but was a family home. So, of course, I had to use a lot of Moschino because it really goes with that modern black color scheme I was going for. So, yeah, that's that. I also really love this table that came with the pack that's double layered. We have one of those from Get Famous as well. And I just think they're so nice to have multi-layered tables like that. So you have snapping points at both levels. I just think it's really cool and realistic, and it's nice to have some more, it's simple, but a little bit different. Like, it's not just a flat table, which is super simple, but this is simple with 2 levels. So I do enjoy that because I really like minimalist design like that. But anyway, I also grabbed this table from Get Famous because it matches the wood tones we were going for. And I believe we just grab a magazine and put that up there with a remote control, and that's pretty much it for that table. I just wanted something simple up here. And there's also more magazines between the 2 tables, this pack that we got with the Moschino stuff pack. And we're just painting the walls a little bit. It's very, very this color scheme. So if you don't like this color scheme, you're probably not going to like this house. But I just wanted to go crazy and have a little bit of fun with it. So that's what I did with this house. And so this is all decorated like this. And then the last corner, after we finish cluttering up this bookcase, I do put some kids' toys in because I figured they'd probably have a corner for the kids to have their stuff in when they're playing downstairs. So you'll see that coming together in a minute. I believe we added, was it a dog or a cat? We added one of the large animal ones over here. Okay, it was a dog. We added the little Dalmatian, and I thought it was pretty cute. I did not put any pet stuff in this house, but you could easily add that if you download this house. And if you would like to, it should be called Modern Suburban, and it'll be up on the Sims 4 gallery. If you search my origin ID, which is Gryphi, you can also search the hashtag MsGryphi. I make sure to put that in all of my descriptions if it's easier to find it that way. And there's also a link down below to the gallery website if you'd like to download it off of there. And we're into the first of 2 bathrooms. I don't think I recorded the second one. It's like a smaller version of this one. It's exactly decorated the same. I don't think it has the same. It doesn't have extra counter space, so it doesn't have the decorations, but it has like the same sink and cabinet and toilet and shower. It's just upstairs. So, oh, it has a different bath mat. Really exciting stuff. But you can kind of see it off camera now. It's already done. I just thought it would be kind of repetitive to add that in because it's literally the same decorations. But we just skipped over the little artist nook. I just thought it was a cute, like, greenhousey vibe or sunroom vibe. That's what I was looking for. And I thought that would be really nice for painting because you can see outside, everything's so pretty. But you can change that to whatever. It could actually be like a little greenhouse. You could just put a couple of planters in there. I thought that would be kind of cute. But we are into the master bedroom. I believe we switched the side the bed is on, and we're going to switch this wall now so it's not that diagonal that I had mentioned earlier. And I just really like this room because, like I said, every room in this house follows that color scheme except for the kids' room. So the master bedroom, of course, does. And I would just love this room. It's really small, but it fits everything you need. It's pretty cozy, and it's just very much my style. Very, very much my style. I actually just posted in my Discord that I was working on today's video, and it was very my style. And I immediately got a black and white tiny house. I mean, it's not a tiny house, but I just love that it's just like Tanya style, black and white, and orange, guys, orange wood. Orange wood is just like, looks so good. I don't know why with black and white. I just love that color scheme. So, but it's not a tiny house. I do want to do more of those, but I feel like I'm in a little bit of a slump with tiny houses right now. I'm going to figure it out. I will come back strong with those. I mean, I know I just did one, but I feel like I didn't like it as much as some of my other ones. I need to find some inspiration. But it's okay because most of this month is going to be spooky themed anyway, so I'm sure I'll get lots of inspiration for everything, including tiny houses. And even if I mostly build stuff that's not tiny houses, that'll be a nice break from it. And then November will just be like tiny central. That could be fun. I like that idea. You know, November is just like squish month. Plus, like seeing everyone else's tiny houses with squish tours is like so much inspiration. So later this month, I'll be checking out some spooky tiny houses, and I'm very excited about that. But I'm just like talking over this bedroom. This is a kid's bedroom. It's very pink and blue, and I loved those two colors together. Once again, using items from Moschino. That's where that rug is from. I don't think I've ever used it in that swatch because I'm not a big fan of polka dots, but I feel like it works really well in a kid's room. So quite enjoyed that. I feel like that pack's really versatile. I also used the wallpaper from it. I feel like this whole video is just like, buy Moschino stuff, which honestly it's not, because it doesn't super affect me in any way. I don't know why I said super. It doesn't affect me in any way which packs you guys buy. I'm just letting you know that I really enjoyed it for decorating. So if you like modern style and stuff, that's totally a cool pack. But I put some butterflies on the wall. I used to use those butterfly decorations all the time when The Sims 4 first came out, but I feel like I haven't used them in quite a while. So it's kind of interesting that I decided to do that today. But anyway, we're into the downstairs office space. I think this worked out pretty well. We have an L-shaped desk and a bunch of bookcases, and we end up having a chess table in here as well, which I quite enjoyed. And I just think it's very much the style of the rest of the house. It's perfect for getting some work done. Maybe the parents work from home. Whatever storyline you'd like to do. This room could also work out well for a very small home gym or like a playroom. There's a lot of things you can convert it into, including another bedroom. So it's definitely very easy to change up this house because it has this extra room that can just be whatever you need it to be. But yeah, here is the chess table that we're adding. We're also going to add another bookshelf because I put that one as like an end to the desk, but I wanted one next to it that was functional as well. So that's what we did. And then I'm adding some decorations over to this bookcase, which I really like. I think this one's from City Living. I think it's a really cute bookcase, and that's that. I haven't used it in a while. I feel like I always go for the Moschino one or the one from Seasons, so this was a nice change of pace. Although I used the Moschino one a bunch of times in this house, or maybe it was only once. Did I use it more than once? I think I tried to use it more than once and I decided against it, but I really like it. And here we are finally switching out that dining table like I had mentioned, and then we're on to the back porch, which has a giant table, a place to grill up some food so you can have some cookouts, and it's just a cool place to hang out. But anyway, we are coming to the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching. Please join the Discord, link down below, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.